What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have a busy day ahead of us. We have 3 slates for MLB like we did yesterday. We have early only games starting at 6 o'clock Eastern. We have the main slate, and then we have 3 later games as well for the after hour slate. So same schedule as yesterday. We had a really great day yesterday. And then on top of all of that, we have the 2 first play-in games of the playoffs here tonight. We got the Hawks against the Heat and the Timberwolves against the Lakers. So already opened up my FanDuel and DraftKings playoff groups on Twitter. So message me if you want to be a part of that. Already have a nice handful of guys involved. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a pitcher that I like. 2 infield, 2 outfield value plays here. Like I said, great night last night. The hybrid and cash lineups did really well. The early only cashed in. The after hours cashed in. It was really just the GPP that's missed the past couple of days just by a few points. So let's get everything on board again here tonight. Let's have a great overall night once again. And we have Prize Picks tacos too to take advantage of. So for tonight's slate, we have a lot of great hitting environments. We have a Coors Field game again with the Cardinals and Rockies, and we have 2 games with a ton of wind blowing out. Seattle at Chicago at Wrigley Field. We know how much Wrigley is affected by wind. The number 1 ballpark affected by wind in the MLB. Blowing 15 miles per hour out tonight. The Mariners look like an awesome team. The Cubs look like an awesome team to stack. You're going to want to get involved in that game, even though it was underwhelming yesterday. And then the Dodgers at San Fran. Wind is also blowing out there, 15 miles per hour. Not as much of a factor. San Fran is affected by wind the least amount in the MLB compared to Wrigley Field being the most affected. But still something to keep in your head. The Dodgers have a pretty high run expected total against the lefty Alex Wood. They put up a ton of runs and shelled Logan Webb last night. We have the Angels in a great spot again tonight, but we'll get into things. Pitching, you can't go wrong with both studs tonight. Shohei Ohtani against the Nationals, a huge favorite at home. 10,800, and then just for $200 cheaper, Jacob deGrom, 10,600. It's good to see that deGrom looked like himself last game because he had a bad opening day start against the Phillies, but bounced right back against the Orioles. 6 innings, 11 Ks. He has, one of the best matchups he could ever have. We're going to be targeting the Royals a lot this year. 4 pitchers. We saw Andrew Heaney strike out 11 of them last night. So deGrom is in a great spot here tonight. The Royals are not a good offensive team. The Rangers are huge favorites here. We know deGrom, when he's going like he usually does, he's a $12,000 player. So 10.6K looks pretty damn good in this matchup at home. Coming off of a great game, showing that he still has it. So I like deGrom. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of great cheap pitchers out there, which is tough because there's so many great bats to spend up on tonight. But I'm going to give you guys a lot of cheap bats here. Just because the pitchers are, mainly pretty expensive tonight. Going into the infield, the Braves are an awesome stack tonight. They are huge favorites. High over-under, I think it's like 9.5. They're expected to shell Luis Cessa of the Reds. I love, all these Braves here tonight. Sean Murphy had a breakout game for his new team, hitting a 2-run walk-off home run last night. 3 for 5 with 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, a homer. So he's going to be coming into this game with a lot of confidence. They moved him up a spot in the batting order. He was batting 5th. He's batting cleanup here tonight. And like I said, the Braves have a huge team run projection. So anytime you can get a guy batting cleanup for a team expected to score a lot of runs at only $2,400, he's going to be a good value play every day of the week. So Sean Murphy, someone to eye and save some money, because like I said, you're going to want to look towards guys like deGrom and Ohtani to pitch tonight. So we're going to need some cheap value bats. And then for the infield, second play, Let's go back to my man, Corey Seager. This is probably going to be the last slate that he's only 3,000. He's probably going to jump up to 3,500. The way he started this year, he has been red hot. If you look at his game log the last week or so, he's really seen the ball well. Went 3 for 4 last night. Had him in 100% of my lineups, which was a huge reason why we had a lot of success. 3,000, way too cheap. The Rangers, excuse me, like I was saying with DeGrom, they're huge favorites tonight, not only because DeGrom is pitching, but because they're facing Jordan Lyles. Jordan Lyles, back end of his career, a Pirate, an Oriole, hasn't been really that great. Holding on by a thread here with the Royals. 0-2 record to start the year with a 5 ERA. Corey Seager looks awesome. 3,000. I'm probably going to have him in a majority of my lineups once again here tonight. Let's move on to the outfield. Eddie Rosario, same reasons for Sean Murphy. Let's just save some money here. He's batting right after Sean Murphy in this Braves offense. Expected to score a lot of runs. Now, he's been bad. There's no beating around the bush here. Starting the year with a 148 average, no homers, no RBIs, but it's a lefty-righty matchup. They moved him up in the lineup to the 5th spot. I can't imagine scenarios where there aren't, multiple guys on base for him tonight. With those 4 guys hitting in front of Rosario, as good as they are, they're going to be on base, leaving a lot of opportunities for Eddie to cash in with some RBIs. 2,200. Almost bare minimum. We can save a ton of money with this pick and punt play in the outfield. Then my last play, let's go back to Hunter Renfroe. Like Corey Seager, Renfroe was 100% owned across all of my lineups. So he was another huge reason why we had success. The Angels, a bit of a disappointment last night, losing to the Nationals 6-4. They only scored 4 runs. They're huge favorites once again tonight. I expect them to do a little bit better here. Renfroe did homer last night. He's pretty red hot over his last 3 games. He's 7 for his last 12 with home runs in all 3 games. So at 2,800, it's another great value play. He should be batting 4th or 5th for the Angels tonight against Josiah Gray, who is a bit of a roller coaster of a pitcher. This is another great play at sub 3,000. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have another great night here. A lot of stuff going on. NBA playoffs. Again, message me to get a part of those groups. And then we have 3 slates to look forward to on MLB tonight. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.